Hello, it's Elfreda of Metta-morphics. I had a really interesting experience the other day. I was in a local supermarket and I was just finishing checking out my own groceries or shopping, and there was a little girl behind me. She was about maybe 8 or 9 years of age. And her mum was with her, and her mum was trying to get all of the groceries up on to the conveyor belt, to the checkout, so that she could pay for her shopping. And she turned around to the little girl and she, in a very loud voice, said, "Will you please move out of the way? What is wrong with you? Are you deaf?" Now, in my head, I went, oh, I would love to take that little girl aside and say to her, that's your mum's stress response. She's gone into fight mode here. So she is trying to control things because she's feeling stressed. And she doesn't actually think that there's something wrong with you, and she doesn't think that you're deaf. Because I work with people all of the time who have these internal stories in their head of being not good enough, of having been told that there was something wrong with them, or being made to believe that their needs weren't okay, that it wasn't okay to ask for things. And these things impact us as adults, and we spend our life going around thinking that we're flawed, or that we're not good enough, or that people won't like us, or that we'll make mistakes. And it comes from the kind of language that we hear when we're children. Now, I'm not blaming that mother, because she was obviously very stressed, and if nobody tells you that there is a better or a different way to communicate, then how are you going to know? And you're just going to repeat what you heard yourself from your own parents or the people around you. And so, there's no judgment in relation to that mother, but what I want you to know when you think of the things that affect you, or the concerns you have about whether people will like you, or whether you're good enough, or whether you're smart enough, or kind enough, or funny enough, or whatever your own little internal narrative is to be aware that that comes from the way people communicate with us. Now, if that mother had said, "I am really stressed and I need you to move out of the way because I'm stressed and I'm trying to do this," then that may have been a different conversation. Or if she had a conversation with her daughter and said, "Look, when I get stressed, sometimes I say things and I don't say them in the right way. And so I really need you to listen if I'm giving you instructions, so that when I ask you to do something, that you'll know to do it." That could have been a conversation that she had in the car. But we often don't do that. What we do is we wait till it's too late, and then we snap, and then the other person hears this story. And if it's a child, they go, "Oh, there's something wrong with me." Not, "I was in the way and my mum was stressed and she just needed me to move," but there was something wrong with me. And I have had clients who've told me that they thought they were, a bad person, a bad parent, that they were not smart enough, not attractive enough, not kind enough, all of these judgments. And they're trying to protect themselves by presenting this image of being this good person, and sometimes completely destroying their own self-care or their own self-protection, because they're trying to create this image of, "I am not the thing that I was told I was when I was little." And sometimes it isn't even because of what people say, it can be how they treat us. So if they, if a parent or a caregiver takes over and says, "Here, give it to me, I'll do it," then we often experience this as meaning there's something wrong with us, or that we're flawed. So we need, as adults, we need to be mindful of how we're communicating, which means we need to develop greater levels of self-awareness, so that we can really think about, well, what is it that I'm saying? And if we develop our self-awareness and our emotional maturity, then we're much better at regulating our emotions, so those kinds of outbursts don't actually occur, and we don't say those things to our children or the people